Hi, we are here today with the Maverick film director Karthik Subbaraj, who is very well known for his films like Pizza, Jigadanda, and now he's coming up with his next film called Iraivi, and he's going to tell us a little bit about that today. Thank you for joining us, Karthik.
Yeah, no pressure.
Your first film was a thriller, then you had drama in your second film, and now you've moved to a genre which is all about relationships
Yeah.
and women. So, how did that sort of thing happen?
Actually, I got this idea. Because I don't go by selecting genre. Like for if I'm doing the next film, I wouldn't go by okay. I will do a comedy genre or I'll do a horror genre. Some kind of a story, not which actually inspires me to do so. So this was actually after Jigadanda shoot, and then I was. It's not like I sat like okay, I should write a script and all, but suddenly it came up okay, something about this women thing, and but it's not like a women empowerment story or something like that. It's like basically a story about a few women, which includes men also, men and women,
Okay.
and something that happens within their life and how they take and whatever that comes in their life, like love, ego, enmity. It involves everything, and then overall the film will talk about the freedom perspective of various women's thing. So this one I was actually quite interested, and then I started writing because it can't be more. This story also has a lot of the genres also. It can't just come as a relationship based thing. There are other elements in it,
Okay.
and there are quite funny parts in it. There are quite serious parts in it. It's quite a bit of action and everything. So I started writing the script at that time, but I was very fixed with the producer because C.V. Kumar is the
Yeah.
producer of my first film. So after Jigadana, he told, "I'll do a film with me." So I said, "Okay, fine." And then I discussed this idea well before Jigadana released. So I just told this idea. So he said, "Fine." So after Jigadana released, I started writing this film, and it all came up. And basically, this was a multi-starrer. So I just kept in mind about these actors.
You worked with Bobby and Vijay Sethupathi right from the days of when you were all making short
Short
films.
films,
Yeah. So you have a good working relationship. So when you script in the scripting stage, do you write characters with them in mind already at that point, or does it come in later?
Actually, it didn't happen like that for the first two. When I wrote Pizza, I didn't have Vijay Sethupathi in mind. I just wasn't.
Okay.
When I actually wrote, I thought, okay, either one of them, Vijay Sethupathi, because it was like low budget planning and all. But after that, it went to other options and all. Then it came to Vijay Sethupathi. And Jekatanda also, I didn't have them in mind actually when I wrote. But for Iraivi, it happened especially for the male protagonist. I had when I write, I used to have someone as a reference, basically to it will help in writing, so like what sort of behavior that guy should have and all that. So I had S.J. Surya, Vijay Sethupathi, and Bobby in mind for the character. But at that time, I didn't actually know whether it will be possible to cast them. But
why is that? But I'm
because I don't know because they're all busy with their work. So when
Okay.
I'm actually going to shoot, whether their dates will be available or they will be okay for this multi-star. And I'm not sure about H.A. Surya sir. What are his plans? Whether he's going to direct any film after that, after his side, or is okay for acting. So I didn't have that in mind. But when I told to the producer after finishing the draft, I told these are the guys. I mean, if we get them, it will be good. So then we moved, and first we told H.J. Surya. So
what made you think of S.J. Surya? That's a very unusual choice, no? His filmmaking, he's a director, he's an actor, and you're like a new age director. So why did you think of him of all the people?
No, S.J. Surya, actually, I like him, very much as a director and also as an actor. He has a uniqueness in his performances because
Okay.
that's more special in any actor. No? They will have their own sort of behavior, the body
Something which
language,
they
and
did, yeah.
so I like his way of. But this character doesn't actually require what S.J. Surya was performing before. Like you saw new Anbe Arvire, so we don't know. I mean, this script doesn't require that kind of a performance, but something different. But I felt S.J. Surya would fit in it, and it'll be like very fresh. I mean, to look at it, will be very fresh.
So is
So,
there a new, completely different kind of role that we're going to see him
yeah,
in?
yeah. It's not like he has done anything before like that. I mean, he has not done
So
anything
you
before.
cannot tell us what it's going to be.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
But basically,
He's playing a family man, and you've cast Kamalini opposite him. That's
yeah,
what we
yeah,
saw in the
yeah,
song.
yeah. He's married. I mean, all that. Married.
What was his reaction when you met him and you told him that you want to be in this?
Yeah, basically he liked the idea of acting in my film. So he just
Okay.
told, okay, I'd love to act in your film because he liked my films and he has told that in many instances.
Okay.
And he said, I'd love to be part of your film and all. But I told I'll come and narrate the script. But initially he told it's not required. He's like, okay, I like you as a director, I'll act in your film.
Okay.
But I said, no, I mean, you need to know the script because you need to work on it. So I'll come and narrate it. But as I said, I can't narrate it properly. I'm a bad narrator.
Okay.
So I went and told him the first time the script. I mean, he said okay, but I'm very sure he was not very clear about what the film is. I mean, how it's going to come out. But he was like, okay, I'll do it. But he was not actually. But only after like shooting 20-25 days, then he said, actually, the script is very good. That's what has happened. But there is one quite interesting thing. Like once I told the script to Vijay Surya, he told, I can do the role which Vijay Sethupathi.
Okay.
I can do that also if you wish.
Okay.
But if you want me to do this, I'm fine. The same way when I gave the script to Vijay Sethupathi and he completely read it, he told the same thing. Like I can do what you have fixed for Vijay Surya. But if you want me to do this, I'll do. So
Okay.
they
both
both
liked
wanted each other thing. So, but then I said no. I mean, Vijay Surya is for that, and I need for you. And that's how they all came in. And Bobby also. I just told him. But Bobby totally is different from Jigadanta.
Okay.
Like he's doing a college student and very young character. So he was actually fine for it because he was being projected as like old guy in Jigadanta. So this he liked it.
You work together, no, Bobby and Vijay and all of you. So how is the sync and the equation now? Are you guys more comfortable? Of course, there must be changes in them, from Pizza now Vijay Sethupathi. So how is that whole equation? How is it on sets?
It's actually, I mean, the comfortable level, the fun part, everything is like same or even more, like what I had before because because Pizza it was like a acid test for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, every film is acid, but Pizza was like first film, and so that had that thing. And but now like everyone has their own. I mean, because Vijay Sethupathi has already established him as a very. I mean, and Bobby is doing a lot of films as hero.
Yeah.
But when we all together, I mean, it was all fun. I mean, that fun part is same, but performance-wise and I think over these years, I mean, everyone has learned a lot about cinema, and that knowledge actually was helping a lot because the same Iraivi script, if we had done some 3-4 years before, I'm not sure whether I would have been able to make in the same way like it has come out now, or even the performance which Vijay has given now. I'm not sure whether it would be same before because so the experiences has added a lot to all of us. So that actually we enjoyed. We could literally feel it. Okay, this is not the usual scene which you have done before.
Got different nuances. To
Yeah,
the role.
nuances. The way the scene is conceived and the way he is performing, the way the shot is being kept, and the way that is. So the entire filmmaking was new for all of us, and we all enjoyed it.
So have you made some the making movie of the movie? Are we going to see the making?
Yeah, sure. Because this time I was very keen because for Jigatanda also we did a lot of making, but it was not like a concept thing. So, but for Iraivi we had a special team. One of my assistants in college. I mean, interestingly, he worked. I mean, he's my junior in my engineering college.
Okay.
Now he's a student of LV Prasad thing. His name is also Karthik. So he came and told, want to work with them. But by that time my direction team was full. So I told him, okay, your job is to make a film of, movie about movie making here. So we have done that and we'll release it soon in like episodes of it.
Okay, that will be something really interesting for not only viewers but also for film.
Film. So we wanted to make it as like a 30 minutes film and maybe release in parts initially and then maybe release it as a CD. We have the plan.
Nice. Coming back to the women characters, of course, everybody would be curious to know, like you said, it's about relationships, women. So, are there instances taken from, inspired from your personal life or people around you? And what went into choosing these three actresses? You've got Anjali, who's a renowned performer. Then you've gotten Kamalini from Telugu, and who's also done a few Tamil films. And then a relatively newcomer like Pooja Devraya. So, what was this, sort of amalgamation of all?
Because for us, the female characters are very important in this film, and it's like equally spaced and equally important and equally strong. So we wanted some real good performers for it, more than say a market, who is having like very top heroines. More than that, we wanted someone who can perform and who can take it seriously, like the performance oriented. And it should shed off all the images of like a cinema heroine, like.
Okay.
They are married, they have kids and all that and all. So because some people doesn't accept that because I have actually told the script to someone, but they said, "Oh, I can't act. That's a kid."
Okay. Because they didn't want to give up their image.
Yeah, that's fine. That's up to them. So we wanted actors who are apart from all this. And, so then and also we need someone who looks very real. I mean, to the
more
character.
realistic.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like a heroine actually acting in in a character. It should be like a character, okay? Because after say 5 minutes of the film or 10 minutes of the film, it should like all the images should go off and it should be the character. That's what we tried. I mean, so we are very keen in casting people like that. So Anjali is a good performer and
Yeah.
Kamalini is a very very good performer, and Pooja is also a very very good performer. And Pooja we got it after doing a lot of auditions. Now Kamalini has already acted in Vettiyadu Vilayadu, but after that she didn't
Yeah.
do it here. So we asked her and she was fine for that, and she came
How
in.
did you think of them? Like, like you wanted a newcomer for Pooja's role and you thought of bringing in Kamali because there are lots of actresses here as well, no?
Yeah, but for Kamalini, we tried a lot of people here, but it didn't actually work out. I just told, okay, some people are not ready for that thing.
So she
and all
fit
that.
the bill correctly for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Coming to the question of, are these characters taken from real life because it's about relationships, people you know, your friends,
Yeah,
things like that? Where do
it's
you
like-
get your inspiration from? I'm sure everybody would like to know this about Karthik.
No, basically, this is about. Basically, I've seen because you are like, I mean, anyone, I mean, women are very integral part of any man's life, like
Correct.
mom,
Yeah.
sister, friends, wife,
Cousins.
lover, cousin,
Yeah.
everything. So for me, when I thought of them, basically after they get into a relationship and then they get into a marriage and something and all, it can be any sector of women. Like I'm telling, the social sector. It can be like very like a modern, educated kind of women, or someone coming from a village who is not educated, who come and just get married, and who are actually grown to get married.
Yeah.
Like they just
They have
grow.
been nurtured.
Yeah,
That's
nurtured
what
that
they
okay, you need to get married and or who's like very very postmodern, like they thought is like completely open, all that partying, all that, and
Yeah.
so but all of them actually I just observed them after they get into a relationship, they all fall into some sort of a template.
Okay.
I mean, very psychologically, they have a template in their life, how they treat their husband and all that. So I just thought I should tell that. I mean, not like a preachy. It's not going to preach anything. It's just going to tell, okay, this is what.
It's
happened.
like a reflection,
Yeah,
showing a mirror.
yeah, it's just a reflection. So I think many women. I mean, whichever women I have known so far, they all have inspired this film.
Okay. So it's going to be a reflection of society as
Yeah,
you see it
yeah,
around.
yeah.
And your Madurai played a big role in your second film, right? And here, this film is set in Chennai, or is it also?
It's set in Chennai, and there are some portions that happens in Nagarkoil, that area, and we have shot some in Kerala also.
So three basic women characters. What are each one is reflecting a particular genre, social structure or a rural or city.
It's not that like I divided. Okay, three characters. One is from village, one from city. It's not like that. It's basically like they all like interconnected characters, and there'll be like some elements like what I said, like what is the I mean what the upper crest of society and whatever coming from the lower crest. But it's all like again, it's about the men-women relationship. It's not about the society-based thing also.
But you said something very interesting, like almost like a challenge in the audio launch also, that after seeing this film, your whole the way you look at women will change. So what is that thing that?
No, it's not.
You're very sure of that.
Actually, I didn't tell that. Basically,
Okay.
I think Vijay Sethupathi told that, and because, but I would love to. I mean, if that's what the effect of the film is, I'd be like very very happy because the way you see the relationship and women, if someone thinks of, okay, I mean after the film ends and instead of just walking out of the theater, if you just sit and if it somehow makes you to think something about your life or the women you know, I think that's the success of the film, and that has actually happened so far who has seen the film, like, right from but it will mostly within our team,
Yeah.
like from the producers side, from the actors side, who have seen the complete film, they all felt. I mean, apart from the fact that they are the part of the team and all, but as a film they saw and then they could relate it. So I am very curious to see how audience going to take it.
Writing is an important part of course, films. So when you have writer's block, I'm sure as you must be having, what are the three things you do to sort of offset that? You just take off, go on a holiday, or take your mind off it completely? How do you tackle that?
Actually, before I start writing, I will just put something, that idea or thought in my mind, and then I just keep it. I mean, I allow it to grow. So there will be some stage where I think I will take the pen and start writing. But there's some stage before that it will be like running. Okay, this that, and I won't do it like I won't push myself to deliberately. Okay, sit and think. What it will keep on coming. Like I'll just do my work. I'll just go out with my friend. Whatever. I just.
So there's no set itinerary,
Yeah.
like write 10 hours a day or 3 hours a
No,
day.
no, no,
nothing
no.
like that.
I
As
can't do that.
ideas come.
Yeah, I can't do that. So it's just running in the back of my mind. Something will come on. Even when I'm talking to my friend, suddenly something will come up. So sometimes I used to note it. Suddenly, if something very interesting thought comes in, I'll just take a note in my phone or something else. And then there will be some time where I think I will get a urge to sit and write it at least. So that time I'll sit and write. And when I'm going for screenplay, I mean most of the time I will actually go out of Chennai because basically something comes up in Chennai. Not like I can't sit and write in my home, but basically something will come up, some work will come. So you won't get that continuous time to just
Undivided time.
yeah. So we just used to go. Not like I don't go to Switzerland or I just go to some friend's place or some friend's farm.
Okay.
Or Kodaikanal has a lot of my friends' place and all. So I just go there and stay there and stay there for some time. So that will help.
So are you like a writer literally with a pen, or you sit on a computer? How does it work?
First thing I'll write with the pen. There's one book of mine where I will keep writing whatever I think of. So that book will have the initial write. But
I'm sure that's a very interesting book.
it will have a lot of my scribblings and all that. Whatever I think about, what should I do? What should I actually read for this 57? Something else and that will have the first draft of the initial one-liners and all. But after that, I will use my computer, and then the entire screenplay and all I'll type directly in the computer. I won't write it like scene by scene, dialogue by dialogue. But the initial scribble comes from the pen.
You've been influenced a lot by Hollywood filmmakers like Tarantino and Scorsese, and also Anurag Kashyap in Hindi. So you do know a lot about world cinema, and it has influenced you. So given a chance to direct, say, one Hollywood actor, or direct one Bollywood actor and one Tamil actor, who would you like to choose? One in each industry.
Tamil, I would love to direct Rajini sir. Our entire family is Rajini sir fan, right? From my entire family, like my father, my uncles, and all that, they are like Rajini. Whenever there's a Rajini film releasing, my family will be tensed for 1 week before release, and for 1 week after release, we'll be celebrating all that and all. It'll be like that. So for me, the first fantasy on seeing someone on screen came from Rajini sir. So seeing Rajini film actually made me gave the bigger effect of larger than life thing. I think that actually put in something of watching more films and then getting attracted to films.
Okay.
And in Bollywood, I would like to direct a film with Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
Okay.
And Hollywood, definitely Robert De Niro or Al Pacino.
So why would you choose, and what sort of roles would you give them, like for Rajini sir and the others?
See, Rajini sir, I'm actually I've grown up seeing Rajini sir. I mean, I think the fantasy of films for me was ignited by him, to be honest, because for me, I got fantasy by watching films, by seeing his films when I was a kid. Okay. So I'd anyway love to write a lot of scripts for him. So I mean, I always have a good character. I mean, not like good character for Rajini sir.
Is there something you already written? Have you got in mind?
I have a lot of ideas for Rajini.
So you're waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, if it happens, it'll be great.
And now he's working with Ranjit, so
so
maybe
hopefully,
in the future, yes.
And Nawazuddin, actually, he is the one actor who has actually stunned me with his performance in the recent, Gangsta Wasaipur, Badlapur and all that and all. And he's like his physical appearance and all that and all, it doesn't match a hero and the typical hero. But the way he's doing characters is extraordinary. So I would love to write any script for him. I don't have anything in mind now, but even for Jigadanda, I thought I should bring in Nawazuddin Siddiqui. But my producers, Jigadanda producer said no. Nobody knows in Tamil who it is, so we can't keep him and all that.
Maybe in the future, next.
Yeah, I always wanted, if I'm doing Jigadanda in Hindi, I want a Nawazuddin Siddiqui to play the Sedu character. And Hollywood, obviously Robert De Niro is I've seen him right from Godfather and whatever performances he's given so far, and even Al Pacino. Anything with them is fine. That's my dream. Yeah.
So any ideas of directing a Bollywood film in the future? Do we see you?
Yeah, actually I tried a lot for Jigadanda because I felt that will be a story that will actually suit the Hindi audience also, and it's a story that can be told there also. But there was a lot of issues between me and my producer, so I couldn't get. There were opportunities that came up, very good opportunities who were ready to produce the film, but due to this issue I couldn't do it. But I would always love to do a Hindi film.
So maybe in the future you'll write something for those.
For him, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for talking to us.
Nice,
we're all looking forward to watching Iraivi and all these other films that you mentioned.
Iraivi is actually releasing on May 20th. It's a plan. So we won't watch it in theaters.
Yeah, I'm sure we all will do that. Thank you.
Thank you.